The ghost is back again.
This is our second update about this, so let's take a sip. So, unfortunately, the ghost is back again. We did a seance last night. Obviously, it didn't work. So we're thinking about doing it again, except this time we're not going to use, we're going to use 2 candles, but we have Christmas lights around the room. If you can see behind us up here, we have Christmas lights. We're going to have those on, and just 2 candles. The 2 blue candles that we used last night to hold, on the window, I should say. But last night was weird, because we were eating. Well, we were having tacos, and we were making our, 3rd or 4th taco or whatever. And in the mix of making it, we put the 3rd ingredient on. So we had the hamburger, the salsa, and the cheese. So that was all we had on. And there's these red cups in a bag holder, and they're tucked in. And somehow they came out, and they were almost on the kitchen floor.
And considering how far back they were tucked in, I don't know how they got out.
Unless someone physically pulled them out and
threw them down.
But we weren't even in the kitchen.
And the night before...
No, finished about...
And we weren't even in the kitchen. We were sitting right here at the dinner table.
Because we were making tacos.
And the night before, I was sitting right here watching TV. She was in her room watching her TV. And I heard something fall in the kitchen. I don't know what it was. I went to look. I couldn't see what it was. I couldn't see anything that may or may not have fallen.
Well, yeah. Well, what happened was she heard something fall in the kitchen. She came and got me first because she didn't want to go in the kitchen alone. So we both went in. We both went into the kitchen. Didn't see anything at all. Did not see nothing on the floor. Nothing.
Didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
So this ghost is just fucking with our brains right now. You know. Say that too.
Yeah, he or she, whatever it is really messing with our heads.
Our heads, And we've tried everything, honestly. And the one thing that we haven't got is a priest, but he's going to do the same thing that we did by blessing the house. And obviously, it didn't work. Because the ghost is back again.
Obviously.
So... we're thinking about doing the communication seance again. This time, I think instead of doing it in... well, no, we have to do it in the living room because we have the Christmas lights in here. But I just feel like this ghost...
you know, the nails on my left hand are longer than the ones on my right.
I just don't get why this ghost is not, It's silent right now because a couple things happen in the daytime, right?
Right, but it more or less happens at night after dark.
Yeah, but we're not going to be here after dark because we're actually going out to dinner with my dad. He's being a gentleman and taking us out to dinner. He's taking the ladies out to dinner. So, we're not going to be here. Hopefully nothing happens. And we can't do the seance before we go because it's still going to be light out. So, we got to wait until we get back. Do you hear that, thump?
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, tell him what just happened while we were sitting here filming.
While we're sitting here filming, all of a sudden, she's talking, and we just heard a thump.
Right in the middle of the floor.
I don't know what it was.
Okay. Hello? Is there anyone here? We heard you make a thumping noise. Like we said, nothing really happens in the daytime. I mean, periodically here and there something will happen, but it mostly happens at night for some reason. I don't know why. And we asked the ghost to show itself, but it doesn't want to show itself. Oh, and by the way, we don't just have one ghost. We found out that we have 2. The first one's named Anna, and the other one's name is
Madeline.
And we asked questions to Anna and Madeline. I asked Anna, she would ask Madeline, then I would ask Madeline, she'd ask Anna. And she's going to continue because I said half of it, so now she's going to do the other half.
I would talk to Anna.
Or Madeline.
Or Madeline. Didn't matter which one.
Same with me.
And I would ask them questions. And I would,
because it's really bad to not sit up.
And I would ask them to thump once for yes, twice for no.
Or twice.
Or twice for no and once for yes. Depending on how I phrased the question.
Exactly.
And we would actually hear the thumps.
Or the knocks.
Or the knocks that we requested.
And at first we would be...
And at one point, for some reason, we said thump, and they spoke.
Yeah.
Which
really freaked us out.
Really freaked us out.
We're like, what is going on here? And the first thing we were doing is we were walking, just roaming around the living room, and we went into the kitchen, and what did we see?
We saw a black figure.
And we
bolted back into the living room.
Yes, and then we put the blue candles up by the windows, and we sat in the middle of the floor and continued what we were doing. Well, then I got the blue candles to put in the middle of the floor where we were sitting.
And it seemed like every time she went to pick the candle up off the windowsill, it went out.
So I'd have to go back to the table, get the lighter, relight the candle. And
then she asked a specific question. I can't remember what it was. And we had a candle sitting right there.
Right where the iPad is.
Right where the iPad is now recording. And when she asked that question, candle went out.
Exactly. And then when I was sleeping, I heard a repeated clicking sound. So I got up out of my bed and went into my mom's room. She was levitating.
Literally. I have no knowledge of that.
Well,
but I wouldn't because I was sound asleep.
Wouldn't you feel yourself up in the air or something?
Not really.
Well, she was levitating and she had like a nun mask on her face saying, "Come to me, come to me." So I went out and I came in the living room to explore. Don't know my voice, I have a cold. And I went in the kitchen, nothing was there. So I don't know. We just don't know what's going on here. But we're going to do the communication seance again, except we're just going to have those 2 blue candles that we were talking about and these Christmas lights on. So
where do you plan on putting those 2 blue candles? Back in the window again?
Probably, yeah. And we'll sit here sometimes, and sometimes we'll sit in the hallway. You'll sit up against the bathroom door, I'll sit up against my door, or you'll sit up against my door, I'll sit up against the bathroom door. And we're gonna see if it makes a difference.
Why not sit up against my door?
But, well, because we have to be across from each other. So that's not gonna work. The one thing that I don't think we've ever tried is called the ghost paper challenge. It's where you knock on the door, I think like 3 times or something, and you say, "Spirits of the door, we welcome you. Please make yourself known and come through. Spirits of the door, we welcome you. Please make yourself known and come through." And you say 3 times, "Spirits of the door, we welcome you. Please make yourself known. Please come through." And we only do it on one door, so we'd sit there. We'd write our question on a piece of paper, put it halfway through, put the pen there. Something on the other side, she's probably going to say no when I go this. Something on the other side is going to pull the paper through and answer our question and send it back. And we're going to figure out the answer to our question.
Yeah, like that's ever going to happen.
But I don't think we're going to do that because it says you can't open the door until the next day. And if we did it in the bathroom, we couldn't open it till the next day. So if we had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, that would be really bad.
We would be screwed.
Yes, so I don't think we're going to do that because we only have 3 rooms. We have my bedroom, my mom's bedroom, and the bathroom. So just don't mind me. I have to check the time because I want to make sure it's not too up. Okay, so 9 minutes and 51 seconds. So part 2.